family?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no worries,
Yeah.
man. I appreciate you. You know, when I first met you, you sung Happy Birthday, right, to T Dub. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I was outside too. And you start rumbling. And I was like, wait a minute, who is that? I just see, I thought I seen everybody here. And it was you. Tell me how you got started into like, how did you start singing like that?
Singing like that. Church. I went to Tabernacle in the Central District. Grew up there. Choir throughout, my childhood. I got to high school and I started doing, voice lessons, and then I got to kind of dibble and dabble in the classical field. And my voice teacher was like, you can do this, so this is what you need to be doing. And that's where the money was at the time, and where the awards were coming and the things like that. So I just stuck with it, and that's kind of where I learned to retrain my voice. Everything that I knew from gospel and belting, I had to retrain and relearn, so it kind
So
of makes me more versatile.
You have two different. So you was in that gospel, and that's a whole different type of singing than classical.
Yes.
So you have that's a wide range there from going from from the church to the classical music, because you have to hold tones differently there, right?
Yeah. With classical, your whole body is your instrument. Your knees could be too tight and it'll tighten up your vocal cords. Like it's a whole body flow type thing going on. You just have to be relaxed. You have to just they're totally two different polar opposites.
Yes.
And I always was training, like, learn by ear in church. I never knew how to read music. And that was like the thing, you learn by ear growing up in a Black church. You feel the music. And when it came to classical, it was you feel it, but you have to be the feeling for it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because, I mean, first of all, people, we have a young lady here that's a classical singer. Like, she does classical music. When's the last time you heard that? Let's give it up to that greatness first and foremost, okay? But now I got to say, like, when you moved into classical, did you think about, because you have such a wide range, did you think about, like, putting music out?
Yes, I did. But that's not where my heart was, and not in the classical realm. It's more the R&B, jazz, pop, soul, funk, blues, like everything that
Don't
like
talk about no
built me.
funk now, because that get a rumble all off in here.
I feel like
right there.
That's not where my heart was for me to be, singing. I love Ave Maria, but I can do everything I want. You put your mind to it, you can do it, right? But that's not where my heart was. Oh, I want a classical album, or a classical EP or a classical single. Like, I want it to be true to me and my roots. And I feel like that was something that helped me grow and push me forward. But it's not who and everything that I am as a singer,
And you want to give everybody, when you put something out, you want them to get all of you, not just.
There are different aspects of us,
Yes.
And I want each song to be a piece of me, kind of letting people in, or letting people kind of relate to something that they thought they were alone in, or any situation, I want them to feel it. Yeah, that's the goal.
That feeling.
Yeah.
I definitely understand the feeling, because you can feel it. Just like JC said, you can feel it when when it moves you.
Yeah.
It's a feeling that you have with it, and some music does do that to you. I mean, especially that funk and that R&B and that soul neo. It'll really touch you in some ways. So now the pandemic came and kind of messed up everybody's money flow in the artistic world.
Yeah.
Now that we're like kind of out of that, what is your plans? Like, what do you got going on? I seen you singing at Tony T's lounge, sports lounge too, a couple Fridays ago. But what is your plans?
My plans are to just keep singing. I'm doing So Far Sounds shows now in the Seattle area and other, in the region. I'm also doing some shows. I've got a show at the Blue Note, not the Blue Note, my bad. I have a show at the Royal Room for Gil ScottHeron tribute on the 26th of June.
Wait a minute. So, because I've been at those, I've been at them little joints. They be off the.
Yeah, you find some real singers in there.
Some real singers in there. And the stage is dynamite. I really like that Royal Room, the stage and the atmosphere of it. But it's been some great ones. I seen Tribe Called Quest there at the Royal Room. And you telling me you're going to do Jill Scott?
Gil ScottHeron.
Gil ScottHeron?
I love Jill, but it's gonna be Gil ScottHeron.
Oh,
the man who made the phrase "the revolution will not be televised."
Yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about.
So the godfather of rap as well, you know. So
basically,
we're just trying to, you know, pay homage and
nice, man. I thought you said Jill Scott.
Oh yeah, I understand.
You know, Gil, when you said Heron, I knew exactly who you was talking about. But you almost had me like, yo, everybody better go get your tickets. You better get your tickets now anyway. Okay, because she's gonna be really flowing. I really wanted to ask you a question about, like, you know, when you have that feeling of singing, like, you know, when you have that feeling of wanting to sing or wanting to belt out something, like your frustrations or something, how do you kind of use your creative flow to do that? Like, you know, because I get frustrated and I just take a walk with my camera.
Yeah.
And maybe if I get one shot out of 1,000, I take. As I'm walking, I'll be okay.
Most of the time, write about it. Kind of just vibe over a beat, see what you come up with, see whatever your emotions allow to come out. You know, just be honest with yourself at the time and just, you know, let it come out, even if it doesn't make sense. Like you can reword it, you can turn it around and just. Now, if anybody wants to get in touch with you and all of that good stuff, where can they find you? Before I ask my next question. Yes. So you guys can find me on Instagram at Jayza Duhon, Facebook Jayza Duhon. All of my social outlets are JayzaDuhon, and I also have Jayza, and I also have a song on all platforms: Spotify, Pandora, Apple, everywhere, called So Caught Up, and my stage name is just Jayza, so just my first name.
Okay, that's what's up. Now my next question is, listen, we've been talking about Salman, you got her camera ready? Because see, this is what I'm asking right now, because see, we've been talking about singing for this whole time. I need at least a little hey, me. I need at least something. Give me something real quick for the Truth or Proof show. I mean, we here. Okay. Can I get something? Okay,
you want a cover or original?
I don't care what you do. Okay? Just let me feel it. Okay, I need to feel this.
Okay. I've been sick for the past couple days, sick of calling you baby, wondering if you okay, but I guess that's not my place anymore. Not my place anymore, yeah. 'Cause I've been so caught up on you, oh, I don't know just what to do.
This is the first on the Truth or Proof show that I got serenaded. Okay, y'all better step your game up over here. Okay, I'm sick of this. I am. I want to give a big shout out to Jayza Duhon. I really appreciate you. You striving in your greatness, sweetheart. I ain't never met or been interviewing any classical musician or classical singer at all. So I really appreciate that. And knowing that, it's not in your heart, but there's something that you can do. And you're still striving for your own greatness, even though that's part of it. So I really appreciate you coming to the show.
Gosh,
man, I appreciate you. Now, Salman.